Hey.
Silk, I'm sorry. Come on in, everybody, for a lovely show. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, diamondandsilk.com. Come
Yes.
on in.
Come
Have a
on
lot to talk
in.
about
A
tonight.
whole lot.
And we want to fill you in on some things, the things that done jumped off. So
Mm-hmm.
come on in, everybody. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to bore you. Are we up on all
We are up
portals?
on our portals.
All right.
Hit
Hit
it,
it,
y'all.
y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. We're your hosts, Diamond and Silk oh Silk.
Yes.
What a
Yes.
lovely
Yes.
weekend. Before we get started, we want you to stop right now. We want you to share this video because sharing is caring.
Yes, it is.
So stop right now. Share this video. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so that whenever we drop notification, you should receive
You're supposed to receive
notification
That's
whenever
right.
we drop content. I said that all wrong. Whenever we drop content, you should receive notification if you hit the subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you like and share our page. And make sure you share this particular post that we are doing.
That's
okay? Tonight's show is being brought to you by the Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Tour. Our next location is November the 23rd in Dallas, Texas for the Viewers View Forum. So I want you to head over to chitchattour.com to get your tickets.
Get your tickets, you
Okay,
all.
all
They're
right.
going very fast.
How we want to see your face in the place.
Yes.
Okay, you all. Yes, I do sound a little hoarse. Also, don't forget about our Say Yes to Life brunch. It's going to be Saturday, January the 25th. It's going to be at the Trump International Hotel in D.C.
Yes.
They're going to be putting up the ticket price and all that kind of good stuff. They should have that stuff up probably by tomorrow. So when you're on Chit Chat Tour, just look up the Say Yes to Life brunch. And that's happening on January the 25th in D.C.
That's right.
That's it. Yeah, yay.
You said it right. That's
okay,
right.
great.
And also on October 30th, we're going to be in Mayhem, Pennsylvania.
Right.
And we're special guests at the Witch Hunt 2.0 party there in Pennsylvania. And so they can go to President Trump's website to either get tickets. And we also have a link. I'll put a link on the Chit Chat Tour at the top. If they wanted to get tickets, and the tickets are free.
Right. So we want to see your face in the place there. That's going to be fun. And another thing I want to inform everybody.
Yes.
We're going to be in Charlotte on Monday and Tuesday, hosting, guest hosting with the host.
Yes. At WBT Radio.
At WBT Radio right there in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you're in the surrounding areas, if you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, please be sure to tune in so that you can hear Diamond and Silk. I'm so excited
and
about
we're going to be doing an afternoon drive from 3 to 6.
From 3 to 6, you all.
Yes.
So that's going to be very fun. I love stuff like that.
Amazing.
And so make sure you tune in to hear what the ladies have to say.
And if they can get us a link or whatever, we'll try to post a link if we can. If they, have it or what have you. If not, if you're in Charlotte or surrounding areas, make sure you tune in to listen to Diamond and Silk as we guest host.
Right.
At WBT Radio.
Okay. And also to all of our moderators on YouTube, on Facebook, please, thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for moderating and helping out to control the trolls. Because, trolls
gonna troll.
They gonna do what they do.
They gonna do what they do.
Ballers gonna ball. Trolls gonna troll. Okay. Special thank you to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wow.
Had a fabulous time.
It was so fun.
Amazing time on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, you all showed up. You showed out. and the energy. I love it when we go somewhere and the people want to hear you. They want to they receive you because they want it. They're there because they want to hear you. I mean, it's like that everywhere, but I just,
just to hear it over and over and over again, and for the people that flew all day to get
I
there
know
to
somebody
us.
flew in from Hawaii.
Yes, Honolulu, right?
And then somebody's flight was delayed almost 20 times.
Right.
But they still managed to get there to Tulsa, Oklahoma to see us. So thank you all so much.
That's
thank
right.
you, thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
love you for
It was
that.
amazing. We had a lovely time, and just hugging on everybody. I think that was really fun. Somebody telephone rung in the middle of
The
us
show.
talking, and I was like, "Who is that?" Just let me answer it. And it was just so fun and off the cuff, just to be able to just love on everybody.
It was amazing. We absolutely enjoyed ourselves. And I love the hotel that we stayed at. I don't have the name, but the food was very delicious. I love it when I go okay, in case you all don't know, we travel everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like going outside of my hotel. Once I'm in pocket in my hotel, I like a comfortable room. I don't like to really leave out for anything until it's time for me to go do the show.
Right.
And then I'm back up in the room, right?
Right.
So, but some hotels, they don't have the luxury of you're eating inside the hotel. So then security got to take us and we go have to sit down in a restaurant and eat. But what I love about the past 2 hotels that we stayed at, when we were in Illinois and the one we were here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the food was delicious. Our room was very comfortable, and we were able to eat in. And the salmon, oh God, I had salmon 2 nights. It was seasoned, flavorful with vegetables and a nice salad. I mean, it was delicious. So thank you all. I mean, whoever was back there in that kitchen was seasoning that food. Because I don't like food that's bland. You got to season the food.
You got to put some seasoning.
You got to put a little. And I know people have high blood pressure. Take your pressure pill, but you got to season that food.
You got to.
And honey, so I was just so after the show, we didn't have to go out to eat. We were able to go back up to our room, and they brought all of our food up there, and it was so delicious. And a special shout out to our personal assistant, who, whenever we get in our room, all of our little snacks.
Oh my goodness.
All of our little snacks and everything that we like. She have everything all laid out for her. Stuff like that does not go unnoticed.
That's
and
right.
I just want you all to know, I appreciate you, our personal assistant. I appreciate all of our fans and our followers and everybody that love on us and hug on us and everybody that sees us in the airport and we're thinking we're going to get by. Because when we were flying home, I had my hair pulled back. Just like acting like as if nobody was gonna know me. Darn that. People knew exactly who we were. And it was so crazy as we was getting on one flight. It was so many people coming up to us. The people behind us probably liberals, wanted to know who we were.
Yes. And I gladly told them, yes, we are President Trump's biggest supporter. We love this country. We love America. And we love our president.
But they were very, very nice, and I think somebody is following us now. And listen, let me tell you something. I'll say it, and I'll say it again. President Trump have those that you see and those that you don't see.
That's
so
right.
I love you all for that. Thank you all. And it's like I meet family. I don't meet a stranger. And just thank you all.
Yes.
Thank you. Just thank you all.
And
for
just
that.
to piggyback on something, even down to our personal assistants, thank you for her husband, the one that takes care of the
merchandising and all of that.
Yes, the DJ,
the
Sam,
DJ, the camera guy,
Kevin, we love you.
The security personnel.
Security, yes.
I mean, thank you all. We toured this whole year.
Yes.
And I'm telling you all, almost every week we've been somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, I just can't believe that the year is almost over.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we're going to be going into Christmas. We about to go into a 2020 election where we're going to win this again.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And you know who I'm at all with? The President of the United States of America, baby.
Yes,
so he tweeted out on Saturday that something good has happened. I think that's how he said it. Or huge something good has happened. Do you got the tweet?
Can we just say one thing?
Yes.
You all, we're really going off the cuff here. Because we just getting back in town.
Yeah, we're just getting back from Tulsa, you all.
Yeah.
So like we flew in. I had to go pick up a few things, and then I got back in pocket
Yeah.
so that we can do the show.
So we're
That's
going
just
off the
how
cuff.
much we love you all because we are hearing where are you guys at. So we want to make sure that we stay in tune
Yes.
and you all know what we think about all of the issues that happen
Right.
during the week.
Right.
So the president tweeted out something very big has just happened.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I was looking at the feed all night trying to find out what happened.
What just happened?
What happened. But we found out this morning that this terrorist, al-Baghdadi. Yes. They got him, okay?
Yes.
And listen, he was killed. You know, he was the leader of ISIS.
Yeah.
Where they chop off heads.
Yes.
Cut necks off.
Yes.
Yes. And they got him.
They finally got him.
Mission accomplished.
Yes.
And even though Susan, let me calm down because you know I'm going to be on the radio tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
So even though Susan Rice want to say that it wasn't mission accomplished, Susan Rice, go somewhere and be quiet.
Please.
It was mission accomplished because he did something that Obama didn't do.
That's right.
Obama didn't kill the leader of ISIS. Okay, he didn't
They
get. They didn't get him.
And they've been going after this guy for years.
Right.
For years.
And listen, if they would not have counted ISIS as a little baseball team, it wouldn't have got as big as it's gotten. A basketball team. It wouldn't have got as big as it's gotten. But President Trump, baby, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Now, this is what gets me. So I'm looking at the feed. The Washington Post refers to al-Baghdadi as a religious scholar, almost trying to normalize him. And what I don't understand when it comes to the left, how in the hell are you going to normalize a terrorist?
A terrorist. Yeah. How
you gonna do that?
Yeah.
He was the most wanted terrorist in the world. And we got him.
Finally.
We got him. And see, liberals seem to be driven. Maybe they're insane. They're upset. They're even upset because President Trump didn't consult with Nancy Pelosi. Well, I heard that the reason why he didn't consult with Nancy Pelosi is because he didn't want anything to leak. So that lets you know those Democrats are nothing but leakers.
That's right.
Leaking everything like a water faucet.
And we don't even have to allege it. Because everything that's coming out of this secret kangaroo court, they won't let the Republicans in to get any information.
Right.
But information is leaking out because the Democrats is there.
But
so that's how you know that it's Democrats that's the leakers. And why hadn't they been prosecuted?
Right. And you know what? The president, I don't think he didn't have to tell nobody if he didn't want to.
But shoot, Nancy Pelosi and
they don't tell him nothing.
They would have been on a first flight over there trying to undermine some people.
That's right.
Like
absolutely.
they've done before.
And it's almost like that they don't want the president to have a win. He's winning on trade. He's winning on terrorism to keep the American people safe, to look up for the American people money.
Right.
And you got these left-leaning Democrats that don't give a hoot about that.
No.
I heard that while everything was going on, while the president was speaking, we were on a plane. So we wasn't able to see it until we got off the plane. But I heard CNN broke into some of it and didn't let it all play out. Yeah, the very fake news.
Let me tell you something. I think every American needs to see what the president had to say, how he answered those questions. He was direct to the point. He didn't put no sugar on it, y'all. It was blood raw. He told the American people the truth about this coward.
Right. And he died like a dog.
That's right.
And I'm glad that the president broke it down.
Yep.
And the reason why I'm glad is because, like he said, anybody else that want to go fight with ISIS, that want to go do all this, you all sitting up and you praising this leader like this leader was so great, and he died like a coward. And y'all need to know that. And took 3. Well, that's a coward move. Ooh. That's what cowards do. They'll use the children as a scapegoat. And then I heard he had on a vest and blew himself up. But we got him. He's gone today.
Yeah.
He's out of here.
And it needed to be so because, see, you got to remember, these people was taken and chopping off people's head live.
That's
on
right.
live TV, on video,
They
live
were very
video.
gruesome.
Yes, very gruesome. It was despicable.
Yes, he was the most wanted terrorist in the world. He has been got. And thank you. Mission accomplished, Mr. President. Thank you so much for wanting to keep the American people safe, keep our country safe.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What it take people years to do,
Yep.
he's knocking it out.
Yes,
just like that, one by one.
Yes.
What it take them years. They done wasted trillions of dollars.
Trillions.
Wasted money, hunting down people.
I'm trying to see that it was 8 billion or 18 billion or trillion. It's a lot of money that's been wasted. It's a lot of money that's been wasted.
Right.
And he strategically did this, you all. He strategically did it. And he had to do it in silence.
Yes.
Because there's so many Obama operatives left there.
And leakers like the Democrats.
Yes.
I ain't going to call them no
But
names.
I'm so glad that we have a president that look past all of the Democrats' BS as to what they're doing. They're over there trying to investigate him, and he's over here trying to help save America.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
That's right.
Okay, so during the week, you all, let's go back. So it seemed like that the president tweeted out something with the word lynching. Can you
I'm pulling it up
right now?
Yes, y'all.
So
remember
I'll talk while you pull it up.
We're going off the cuff here.
And so you had the left wing angry mob upset about the word lynching.
Right.
They were they was what we call triggered.
They was triggered. Yes. Oh my God, it was disgusting. So I slept in late on this particular day. And I woke up to this tweet.
Right.
Okay. It had been out about an hour or two. Turned on the news, and I saw the news like they were like, oh, should he take it down? Oh, he used the word lynching. And I'm like, what's going on here? Looked at the tweet, and go ahead and read the tweet.
Okay, so the tweet said, so someday if a Democrat becomes president and the Republican win the House, even by a tiny margin, they can impeach the president without due process or fairness or any legal rights. All Republicans must remember what they are witnessing here. A lynching, but we will win.
Right.
Hey, I saw nothing wrong with the tweet.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
It's a political lynching. Not only that, but he's being railroaded.
That's right.
He's not being given due process. The American people are not being given transparency. And I also want to say this here. If you were, and think about it this here way, put yourself in this here position. If you was in a courtroom, the judge didn't want to listen to you. The prosecutor didn't want to hear what you have to say.
Right.
You have your defense. You have your defense team. Nobody wanted to hear from you. As a matter of fact, they were keeping you outside of the loop.
Of it.
How would you feel?
How would you feel?
You would feel railroaded. That's
and
what
then
you
the
would
people
feel.
testifying, they're saying that it's non-classified. If it's non-classified, why can't all American hear it?
That's right. That's right.
So we had to go ahead on and reply back to the president.
Yes.
And let people know that it's called a political lynching.
Yes.
Back in the day, a noose was used to lynch people because of the color of their skin. Today, people are abusing their power to lynch people because of the color of their politics. Social media choke out platforms with algorithms. Dems use their power.
Yes, they do.
Do you all understand what we just said? Because that's exactly what's going on. It's a political lynching. They've been doing it on social media.
Right.
The Democrats been doing it every single day.
Right.
They want to take away your voice. They want to take away your thought. They want to take away your food, the car you drive, the house you live in, the air you breathe. They want to take and control every single thing that you do. They want to control this president.
Right.
And see, Nancy Pelosi is not the damn president.
She's not the president.
She's not the president. And I want her to stop trying to act like she's the president. You don't have to control Donald J. Trump.
Right.
He's a grown man.
Right.
He knows what he's doing.
Right.
8 years we set up underneath Obama. Barack Hussein Obama.
Did y'all control him?
Did
No. Y'all
him.
control him, and what they want to do is they think they're going to control Trump like that.
That's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen like that. Then you had the NAACP. All their feelings was hurt about the word lynching.
Right.
Oh, they want to associate it with slavery. Oh, back in the day, what happened to black folks. But they support the party that did the lynching.
That's right. That's
They
right.
sit there and support the party that did the lynching. In President Trump's tweet, I saw nothing about black, slave, noose, a tree, nothing about that. He was talking about Democrats and Republicans. It was a political lynching.
Right. And they the one made it racial.
Exactly.
Because people was like, well, Diamond and Silk don't make this racial. We didn't do it.
We didn't do it.
The left did it.
Right.
So what we did was we went ahead and played off what the left said.
That's right. And called them out for their mess.
Out for their foolishness.
That's right. We even tweeted to the NAACP.
Yes.
If the NAACP have a problem with the word lynching, why do they still support the Democrat Party that did the lynchings?
We also tweeted out, glad to see the Democrats are trying to take ownership of the word lynching. Let us not forget that those that ordered the lynching of black people were done by the slave owners who were all part of the Democrat Party.
That's right.
And if you don't know your history, you need to go into a library and read a book.
You need
I'm not going to tell you to Google it no more because they may change history. But you need to go read a book. The people that was the slave owners in this country, they were all probably either members of Congress or members of the Senate up under the Democrat Party.
That's right.
Not one Republican owned slaves. Those were Democrats.
That's right.
That owned slaves.
And also you got to remember too that Republicans was also lynched. White Republicans was
That's
also
right.
lynched because they was helping black people with votes.
That's right.
They was helping black people, and Democrats did not like that. The fact that Republicans was helping black people vote.
Right. Well, so you have to understand that the Democrats, they are straight hypocrites. And then everybody that was crying out about what the president tweeted, they openly said something about lynching. Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, Nadler back in the day. Was that Nadler? We're alleged Nadler. Biden and all of these other people. Okay.
So I had to put out another tweet. We had to put out another tweet because it kept blowing up, and I'm like, wait a minute, y'all are not going to take and railroad this president on a word that he tweeted when all of these Democrats done call our president out of his name. All of these different derogatory names.
Nasty
and
names.
He say the word lynching, and y'all want to take and think you're going to lynch him for it? That's not happening. So we said Democrats are abusing their powers to unconstitutionally overthrow a duly elected president who died and made House Democrats the judge, the jury, the bailiff, and the prosecutor.
Oh, well.
To not allow the president due process to defend himself against his accuser is a lynching.
Right.
POTUS is being railroaded.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what we tweeted out, and that's what we
And let me just say this here, and I'm going to go a step further. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you have any ounce of dignity or integrity,
that's right.
You can't sit back and act like this here BS is normal.
It's okay.
It's not normal and it's not okay.
That's right.
These people are abusing their power. Somebody want to get you on something and they holding proceedings behind closed doors without you or your defense. President Trump can't even face his accuser. Imagine somebody accusing you. They haul you out of your house. They throw you somewhere, but you can't even face the people that's accusing you. How would you like it as a citizen in this country? And if we stand by and we let this go down like this, today it's President Trump. Tomorrow it can be you.
That's right.
And I cringe when I see people of color laughing and snickering and thinking that this is funny.
Okay.
Because you was mad about what happened to your ancestors, where your fate was already decided back in the day, because they will pick an all-white jury and they didn't want to hear nothing you had to say. So the same script, different cast.
That's right.
Right now you dealing with members of Congress. Okay? Right now, it ain't about race, it's about these political bias is what it is now.
And member of Congress, they are supposed to write the rules, right?
They supposed to legislate and
implement
write rules,
right?
Right.
But here's the deal, you all. The rules that's already been written, they can't use that to impeach the president. So they go in and change the rules. They just recently changed the rules so that it can add up to where they can try to impeach this president. In the middle of the game, they
So
changed the rules.
imagine if you had to go to court and they changed the rules in the middle of the game.
That's right.
Just to make sure they give you some time.
That's right.
I mean, so when I look at the View and see the Sonny Hostins and the Whoopi Goldbergs and the Joy Beharts, when I see minorities in this country snickering and laughing and thinking all of this is funny, well, you know this ain't nothing but a witch hunt, I cringe, because today is him, tomorrow it can be you.
That's
Please
right.
be cautious. Please be cautious on how you do things.
That's right.
This is wrong. This is not right. Everybody know that this man is being railroaded for no reason at all.
Yep.
Because he dared run for president,
that's right,
won, and got everything going flowing the way it needs to be flowing, and they don't like that. They don't like for him to get a win, so they would like to do anything to make him fail.
That's right. And then this so-called whistleblower, the one that got this here all started. Where is he or she at?
Is he writing a book? Because there's somebody anonymous that's coming out with a book.
What?
Here, let me just say this here. Let me go on to get it off my chest.
Get it off that chest.
Listen, I don't give a darn what you write in a book, anonymous. I really don't. Because if you got to remain anonymous, that lets me know you ain't nothing but a coward. Anyway.
Yep.
You probably coming up with some salacious lies, some damnable salacious lies to tell on President Trump just to sell your book. Is what you're probably doing. Yeah. So off the bat, to me, in my mind, you ain't nothing but a straight liar. You are.
That's
a straight, nasty, low down, gutter written liar. Because the mere fact you have to remain anonymous, let me know you ain't nothing. You ain't no good and up to no good in the first place.
Show your face.
That's right.
Show your face. Man up.
Yeah, he can't
stand up.
They can't man up and stand up because you probably trying to lie.
That's right.
Is what you trying to do.
That's right. And Adam Schiff, they need to be locking him up. He need to be walking out in handcuffs
for lying to the American people
he's a liar.
On several occasions.
Yes.
Of course, I did chuckle last night when we got in from the show and we was able to see Greg Gutfeld and they did a parody with Adam Schiff with Tom
Salute.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his last name, but Tom, and it was very funny.
Oh my God,
it was very, very funny what they had done.
He's been doing so good.
Yeah,
Every time I see him, I'm like, I stop. I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah,
and he looked just like Adam Schiff.
Yeah, so I thought that was very funny. You know, in the midst of all of this here, we need some laughter.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I loved about being in Tulsa. We had them laughing. You have to laugh to keep from crying because you get so enraged about the BS, the sugar honey iced tea that's going on in our country, and everybody think this is normal. This is not normal.
No,
I don't care what you're doing, where you at in your life. You need to stop and pay attention before they be able to write some laws and rules that have you hog tied down to a jailhouse for no reason and you ain't done nothing.
Not a thing. Just because they don't like you.
Well, speaking of don't like, look like the Democrats don't like Mark Zuckerberg because they grilled him up there on the Hill, girl, and it was so. I almost felt sorry for for old Zuck.
Let me tell you, I said maybe he must not have made a payment, or they must not have made a payment. Allegedly, something didn't go right. But I sat and I listened to some of it.
Right.
You know, and what was disturbing to me is that the black Congress members up there was concerned about their First Amendment right, about free speech, about being able to be on a platform and not be discriminated against.
But they didn't care nothing about Diamond and Silk when we went up there and we was complaining about our First Amendment right. They dismissed us, disrespected us, and denied us our First Amendment right.
That's right.
They treated us like we was nothing, but now they all of a sudden they concerned. Go ahead,
But those same Democrats in Congress want to censor and silence President Trump.
Yeah. Now,
him off the platform.
Okay, but here's the deal. Let me just say this here. So you have the fake news that spreaded fake news for almost 2 years about this Russia witch hunt.
That's right.
Why haven't, if you want Mark Zuckerberg to censor, to take down ads. Why haven't they taken their stuff down?
Why? Why hadn't they taken their stuff down?
And it's another thing. Facebook will not allow us to advertise.
Right.
But we are not a political. We're not. We're not running for. We're not
politicians,
office.
and we're not running for.
Right.
But they deemed our page as political, as a political page.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why are you almost? It's like you're targeting. And you're labeling.
Right.
Exactly. So that you can't have certain credentials.
Democrats, that's what they want, is us to be labeled as a particular something so they can control us. That's why they've labeled every Republican as a KKK, a racist, and white supremacist, and neo-Nazi, and all of this, the other different terminology that they just say this is what you are. They label you that. Then they write up these negative blogs,
right?
So it can be on the internet. So when somebody Google your name, all you see is the negative blogs. And they've wrote so much negative stuff up on Diamond and Silk that if we have children, our great grandchildren, if they ever come back and do the research and read it, they're gonna think we white. Because they think we white supremacists.
But isn't it ironic that the Democrats want Mark Zuckerberg to look at all the ads that conservatives put out?
That's right.
Because they want to deem those as lies, and they want him to take those down. But what about the ads that the Democrats put out that's lie? See, Elizabeth Warren shouldn't be able to do an ad because she walked around here, still walking around here, talking about she Native American. That's a lie.
That's right.
And I think what Mark Zuckerberg he wants the people to decide who they like, who they don't like.
I heard him say that. But see, he's full of S too.
Yeah,
because if you want the people to decide who they want to hear,
right,
who they choose, etc.,
right,
then take the algorithms off of Diamond and Silk page.
That's right.
So the 1.9 million people can hear what we have to say.
Absolutely.
And let them decide if they want to hear us or not.
Because we get a lot of complaints.
That's right.
Where people can't get on our page. I mean, a lot of complaints.
Yes. And if he would do away, if Mark Zuckerberg would do away with all of this BS that has been put in place since 2016,
right,
and it's been deliberately put in place, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
We wouldn't be having this conversation. But the tables were turned on him, and even though he patiently answered their questions, I just looked at them and shook my head.
Yep.
Well, welcome to the world of liberalism,
yep,
Mark Zuckerberg. You go along with this foolishness.
Yep.
You go
they
along.
They eat their own.
You lie down with dolls. You wake right up with fleas.
Yep, and they was like fleas all over you, especially AOC. And then you had Al Green up there talking about the LGBTQ and something else community. And how, listen, why y'all acting like I want to say a-holes? And the reason why I want to say that is because when a person come in for and put in for an application, on the application it don't ask you if you're LGBT,
right,
a Q, a part
they
of
want
the
to
community.
know how many black people was on.
How
I think
many
it's about
gay,
how many gay
that
people.
Question, so why is that even a question for?
But why is race and sexuality even a? Why do we have to answer that?
Yes.
How many people working for you? How many people doing this here?
And
let me tell you something. People do not have to hire people because of their sexuality.
Right.
You hire the best person that can do the job.
Because of their skills.
Because of their skill. Not because of their skin color and not because of their sexuality.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly,
because that's what they're trying to do. Exactly. They're trying to say, well, you got to hire this person because they're part of either the LGBT community or because of their skin color.
See, that's the same thing
but
black people.
But I don't think that nobody should be discriminated against because they are LGBTQ or because they are black. But people don't have to hire them based on the fact that, well, you're LGBTQ or you black.
Exactly.
You should hire people based on their skills,
their credentials.
their credentials,
That's
whether
right.
they're black or whether they're gay, straight, whether they're white. That's what you should do.
Exactly.
It should be a fair process, equal rights across the board.
That's
Is
right.
what I think
That's
when it
right.
comes to that.
What is this that, and it's on the tip of my tongue,
What is
where
it?
they took and they said, okay, you have to have this amount of black people.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it
and let
is.
me tell you the thing about affirmative
Uh
action.
huh.
Now that we're older, it's
Yes.
a form of discrimination,
Discrimination. That's
or
right.
either on both sides.
Yes.
On both. So you mean okay? So even black people can be discriminated against when it comes to affirmative action,
Yes.
because they'll pick somebody that ain't done nothing and put them over you.
Right.
I think that happened to somebody that I know.
Uh
She
huh.
wanted to go to a prestigious school. Her friend did not have the grades that she had,
Uh huh.
but because of affirmative action, her friend got in the prestigious
School.
college,
Uh huh.
and she didn't.
Uh.
She had to go to like a little low grade college,
Well,
and she had very good grades.
and see, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll say allegedly, that's the same thing that Elizabeth Warren took advantage of.
Oh yes, she did. And
Because she
why
called
haven't?
herself a
But
minority.
she should be locked up like Felicity Hoffman, and she need more time than Felicity
That's
Hoffman and
right. And
Lori.
all of them.
That's right.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's right. So don't stop allowing. I don't know what's up with the Democrat heads. They want to always categorize people so that they can label you, and then want to act like they fighting for you
And they
by
not.
saying if you work here, you can only have so many black people here,
Uh
so
huh.
many white people here. It's like you got to have so many black people, so many Indians, so many. Listen, let
Stop
people
it.
hire people based off of their credentials
And off the skills,
and off of
off
their
of what they
skills.
can do.
That's right.
Because if I had, don't tell companies you got to hire so many LGBTQ, you got to hire so many blacks, you
Right.
got to hire so many whites, and then these people don't have the
Don't
skills.
even have the skills, the knowledge of that.
You be the hire based on skills.
Be
People need
looking
to work hard
like
to do what they do.
like Joe Biden's son.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Joe Biden, girl, I heard Hillary may be jumping back into the race.
Ooh. How? Oh Lord.
Hillary,
Help me,
if she
Jesus.
jumped back into the race, so she's going to get beaten badly.
It's gonna be yes, historical, and you know, 3 strikes and you're out, Hillary.
Uh-huh.
But here's my deal. With all of the 20-something candidates that's running on the Democrat side,
Right.
they're willing to bring in a crook.
That's gonna lose again.
Yeah, to prop that crook up to say she gonna be the face as the nominee.
Let me tell you all something, and this is my personal opinion. I can have a personal opinion,
Yeah.
because my First Amendment right allowed me to have one.
Uh-huh.
Crooked Hillary, if she would have gotten in office in 2016,
Oh my God.
she would have sold this country out to the highest bidder. That's my personal opinion. Statue of Liberty would have been sold.
It would have been dismantled.
I mean, she would have been selling land. That Clinton Foundation will be not bringing in billions, but
Yep.
bringing in probably trillions now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because she was going to use that to her advantage.
Yep.
Listen, I don't want somebody that had it on their bucket list
Uh-huh.
to be president.
That's right.
I want somebody that want to handle business.
That's right.
And we have a businessman in
Yes,
office
yes.
that wants to handle business.
That's right.
And getting some stuff done. Crooked Hillary wouldn't have got nothing done.
Look at the Democrats right now.
That's right.
Now, they ran on health care after giving us Obamacare
Come on.
that went nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Now, what they running on? Investigation. But they'll keep bringing up health care for all.
Uh-huh.
You got Elizabeth Warren.
Come on.
Won't even tell you how her plan is for all of this mess to be paid for. And you know why she can't tell you?
Yeah.
Because she don't want to tell the taxpayers, the American people, that she gonna raise our taxes.
Well, you know what? Her plan is a scam.
It's a scam.
Yeah, Martin Luther King said, I have a dream,
Uh-huh.
and he was able to execute the dream and it's playing out.
That's right.
But Elizabeth Warren, I have a plan. Well, she seemed to have a plan for everything. What's she planning on doing? Because her
How's she
plan
gonna
ain't
do it?
going nowhere.
That's right.
Elizabeth Warren is a nasty liar.
That's
is
right.
what she is.
And when you hear these people talking about all of a sudden, I have a plan, your assets have been sitting right there in Congress and Senate.
That's right.
There in political positions for 50, 40, 30, 20 years. And you
Decades.
never implemented that plan that you all of a sudden have.
But all of a sudden now that you running for president and you want to vote, now you got
have
a
a
plan.
plan.
Keep your plan.
Keep your
Because
plan.
I ain't planning on voting for you.
That's our plan.
Boo.
How about that?
Yes.
But you have President Trump come right in. He don't need no plan. He already know what needs to be done.
That's right. That's
He's been
right.
looking at it for years.
Yes.
Y'all.
Yes.
He knows what needs to be done, and that's why he's up there doing it.
Yeah. And that's what I love about her.
So Hillary, she could do whatever she wants to. I suggest she stay in the woods, get the whole bottle of Chardonnay, and rock her grandbaby.
And build her a nice little fire there so she can stay
with
warm.
all of the money
because
that she
she's
done
a snowflake. And stay warm at being a snowflake. Maybe she just melt away.
That's right.
Speaking of melting away, don't look like this is going away, you all. The Pfizer abuse turns criminal.
Yes.
So this hit the news the other day. It wasn't shocking to me. Let me tell you something. The one thing that me and you been talking about for the past 2 to 3 years was there was something up with all of this here.
Yes.
And it looked like some people may be implicated in this here, like Brandon and Clapper and Comey and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and some more people. Baby. We need to know who orchestrated it, who masterminded it, who perpetuated it. These are the things that we need to know.
Yep.
And I keep hearing the left say that President Trump is trying to get back at his political enemies. That is a lie.
That's a lie.
President Trump is trying to get to the bottom. If somebody railroaded you, wouldn't you want to know? If somebody told a nasty, stinking, low-down, gutter-written lie on you for 2 years to weigh down the American people, to try to undermine an administration, to try to go against the will of the people, wouldn't you want to know? Well, we need transparency.
Yes.
We want transparency as Americans.
That's right.
American minds want to know.
Especially since 40 million of our American tax dollars have been I want to say blown, been spent on a witch hunt that I'm finding out wasn't even necessary.
It wasn't even necessary. And then I heard something on Flynn. Thank you for the contribution. I heard something on Mr. Flynn where his attorney is asking for the charges to be dropped because come to find out it is being alleged that somebody changed some of his wording to make him appear or look guilty, and the man didn't do nothing. Now this man done lost his livelihood. He lost his job. He lost his home. Fooling around with this here. And I hope once they drop the charges, he should be able to sue and y'all give him everything that he lost and more back.
That's right.
I've got a feeling Manafort gonna be getting out of jail.
That's right.
Manafort ain't done a thing. But what they did, you all, they chumped up some charges and pinned them on him.
That's and a lot more others gonna be getting out. But it was March the 8th, 2017. Whenever we put out a video this week, showing from back in the day, March the 8th, 2017 was the day when we sat there and we broke down what we felt.
Yes, we did.
Like what was going on, and throughout those months, we talked about what we felt like what was going on, and after that, Facebook censored us.
They started censoring.
It was like all of a sudden
a domino effect.
They just bam. Everybody just start censoring us, demonetizing us. Twitter jumped on board. They tried to silence and stop our voices. But thank God for video. So we was able to go right back. So all of this stuff that you hear people talking about right now, Diamond and Silk was on top of it.
Oh yeah.
All the way back in 2017.
Yes, we were.
Even December 2016, we told y'all something was not right. You had Obama talking about something about Russia and all of this other different stuff. Remember the president tweeted out that Obama had his phones tapped, and everybody thought
at Trump Tower.
And everybody thought President Trump, something was wrong with him. All of the sugar, honey, iced tea is hitting the fan, baby.
It is.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Everybody, and I don't even care if it is Obama, who orchestrated and masterminded this foolishness.
Yes.
You don't need to pass go. Don't collect $200, but I hope they haul you all straight to jail. I don't feel sorry for you. People's lives and livelihoods have been completely destroyed because of what you all did.
Yep.
And it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be.
And then they took, and this is something that they put together. This is the crazy thing. They pieced and manufactured all of this stuff, you all. It's coming down a pipeline. Let everything keep coming. And then come to find out, it's some members, some Democrat Congress members that's also been implicated in this Pfizer thing.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it out. And so, and you're gonna hear Democrats say, well, the reason why the president is doing this is because of this inquiry of impeachment. I'm sorry, all of this here stuff, when it comes to this Pfizer report and this investigation that's now turned criminal, was already underway before inquiry of impeachment.
That's right.
Now, it wouldn't surprise me if this Democrat Congress didn't know what's coming down the pipeline.
They knew.
And that's why Nancy had to get on national TV and launch this inquiry of impeachment with no evidence, with no facts, with no transcript, not even the whistleblowers hearsay.
And she had to change the rules in the middle of the game.
That's exactly what she did.
So it looked like our allegedly is going to be turning into reality. Keep looking out for that, you all.
That's right.
Next.
Speaking of keep looking out for, I really appreciate the Republicans. They're finally fighting back. They're looking out for the president because they walked up there into the chambers the other day trying to find out what was going on when it came to the president and when it came to transparency.
Yes, I'm glad that
I think it was about 30 of them. Matt Gaetz was leading the way, and I really appreciate that. I think more Republicans should get on board.
That's right.
What I want Republicans to stop doing is going cold and folded.
That's right.
Don't go cold and fold. You have to stand up,
and
you have to give it right back to these Democrats. Don't go somewhere and sit down. And Republicans tend to do that.
That's right.
Enough is enough. So, every Republican should have been up there.
You're exactly right. But now I heard on the left, they was talking about, all they continue to talk about is the white men that was marching towards. The white men that was marching. Well, let me tell you how to flip it back. Look at the white liberal Democrats that is trying to railroad a sitting president.
Right, that's right.
They white.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Adam Schiff, he's a white man.
That's right.
Nancy Pelosi, she's a white woman. Okay? Look at what they're doing.
Right.
It's no different from what they did back in the day.
They acting almost like a lynch mob to me.
A dictators are what they're acting like.
This is what these Democrat Congress members are acting like.
They want to control our votes. They want to control our voices.
And wait a minute. If Adam Schiff went before the American people lying, do you think we believe anything you putting together behind closed doors? You are a nasty, pathetic liar.
That's right.
We don't believe nothing that you say.
That's right.
Anybody that stretched their eyes wide enough, they ain't doing nothing but searching for another lie to tell.
To cover the other lie. Look at Cory Booker.
That's right.
Every time he lies, his eyes get so big.
That's right.
Because he's searching for a lie to cover the other lie.
He's searching for a lie. That's exactly what's happening.
That's right.
Got to understand. You got to be able to read these facial expressions.
That's right.
When you know,
and you Republicans need to continue to fight. Now, Lindsey Graham, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you, Lindsey.
I don't know,
but you need to be doing more.
Well, I think he do, because if you're over the Senate Judiciary, start calling some people up there and getting to the bottom of this. I don't want to hear it may hurt the country. It's already hurting the country.
That's right.
By Nancy Pelosi launching this inquiry of impeachment with no doggone evidence, when all they had to do was read the transcript.
That's right.
That hurts the country.
That's right.
That makes the country vulnerable.
Yes. And if you can't do your job, Lindsey Graham, quit.
Bye.
We need somebody in position.
Time out for having friends.
Yes.
This ain't about friends.
That's right.
This is about the 60-some million people that voted for this president.
That's right.
This is about this president, his agenda, his legacy,
that's right.
And what he's going to leave after 24.
That's right. And what we the people, we the American people voted for and won't.
That's right.
Not what a few of these people. Now, I don't want to call them Klan members.
No.
But because I know the Democrats are the party of the KKK.
But they
But
acting
when I
like
see them go into their little secret closet,
that's right.
okay, downstairs in the basement,
Uh-huh.
in secret,
Right.
to figure out how they gonna railroad somebody, that's what it reminds me of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
You going back to your back in the day.
You going back to
you
to
know,
your roots.
to your roots.
To your roots.
Democrats.
Uh-huh.
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 Only
Yeah.
thing missing is the white hood.
That's right. Unless y'all wearing them behind closed doors and we ain't seeing them. Because you have everything behind closed doors and don't nobody know what's going on.
That's right.
Uh-huh. Speaking of don't know what's going on, look like Chicago is broke, but this police sergeant refuses to speak with Trump.
Right.
Now, this is the same police sergeant that was part of the Jussie Smollett investigation.
Jussie Smollett.
And he spoke out about it, but all of a sudden, he refused to speak with Trump, President Trump, and we don't know why. Now, let me just say this here.
Say it.
From day one, President Trump wants to fix Chicago. He wants to fix all of that crime that's going on there. And you had the last mayor, Emmanuel, didn't want President Trump coming to the city. Now the president is coming to the city. You have this black sergeant that do not want to speak to the president. And I don't know what type of issue he have. I don't know what side of the bed he woke up on. I don't know what side of the door he ended up on. But what's your problem? And if you got a problem, it sounds like you have a personal problem and it don't have nothing to do with Trump. It have everything to do with you. And if you listen to these little sound bites on TV and that's going to convince you not to speak to the most powerful man in the world that can help your city, then you are the one that have the problem.
And let me tell you, you said it, and you hit the nail right on the head. Because you got a black mayor. Was she Lightfoot, left foot? What's her name?
Lightfoot, I think her name.
You got a black mayor. All right, that ain't doing one thing
ain't
for Chicago.
Doing nothing.
You got this black sergeant right
yes.
here. Listen to me, black people in Chicago. You think it's the white man holding you back. It's those black people in leadership that's holding your black behind back.
Lightfoot is concerned about sanctuary cities and how she can aid and obey an illegal alien. Okay, you got this sergeant who can make a difference in his city because he don't like people talking about his city, Chicago. He can make a difference, but he don't want to talk to the man that can help him make a difference. But you want some stuff to change?
If you all continue to vote for these black Democrats in Chicago, you're going to continue to get the same results.
You should vote Republican. Because they don't care.
They don't care
all
about
they
black
own is this racist kick. No, the only one they care about is their pocketbook.
It's their own pocketbook.
But they don't care about black lives.
No, they don't.
If you cared about black lives, Mr. President, how can you help us solve this? Do we have to bring in the National Guard?
Yes.
Who do we need to bring in to fix this here? Because the crime is riveted here.
That's
and
right.
we need to stop this here.
That's right.
But you have this black sergeant who don't want to speak to the president. I hope that this black sergeant stepped down. And you know, I love our police officers, but I don't like the ones that's ignorant.
That's right.
Ignorant means you unlearn. And you got to be unlearned if you going along with the narrative that the fake news spread every day, all day.
And it's not just black Democrats. It's you white liberal Democrats, too.
That's right.
Look at California. Look at these Democrat-ran cities, you all.
That's right.
All you see is trash, rats, rodents. All you see is poverty, destruction. And they want you to live like that because they deem you as a project. That's why they say, we're going to give you this. They get this program. They do this program. But they're skimming off the top.
And leaving you left at the bottom.
With nothing.
And when they bring in these programs, it ain't nothing but it's just a racketeering thing where people just the money come in, but the people don't even get help. Yeah,
They help one person themselves.
That's right.
That's what they do. All of this money allocated to all of these cities for homeless, and it seems like homeless is rising in these Democrat-ran cities.
So I really hope that the sergeant reconsider. But if he don't reconsider, he can step his assets down.
He need to man up stand up. What you scared of? You scared of another man? Are you a wuss?
That's right.
You
What's
acting like a
wrong?
wussy.
And it's embarrassing.
Yes, it
It's
is.
embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
You don't even know why you don't want to talk to
Talk
the
to the
president.
president.
Uh huh.
And then we got another wuss, Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris is a wuss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So President Trump, and we were invited to this here, but we had an engagement in we had our chit chat
to
Tulsa, Oklahoma. But President Trump on was it Friday. He was in South Carolina there, and they were giving him a award about the First Step Act.
Yes.
And, he said some words or whatever. Well, Kamala Harris is upset because the president was given an award, and she didn't like the fact that the president was given an award and what he said, how he mentioned how he was how he mentioned how Congress was treating him when it comes to this here inquiry of impeachment. So she didn't like it, so she didn't want to go to some kind of bipartisan meeting that was going to be happening on that Saturday. She pulled out of it, and I said, "Shame, old Kamala Harris." So this is what we rewrote to Kamala Harris. I said, "So what if Kamala Harris skipped the forum in South Carolina? She won't be missed, and we won't lose any sleep over it. So suck it up, Buttercup." And then we said, "Triggered."
Yes.
Right? And then I had to say, wait a minute, go. I retweeted something directly to her so that I know that she could see it. We said Kamala Harris must be devastated by her poll numbers, especially since she's being beaten by a fake minority. So that's what's wrong with her. Because she said something nasty to the president, and the president was the one that worked on criminal reform and got it passed.
Done.
Yeah, he got it done.
It wasn't a black president.
And it wasn't you, Kamala
That's right.
Harris. And shame on you because you claim to be a minority. But look at how many minorities you had locked up as a prosecutor.
That's right.
For doing the same thing you were doing and now smoking weed. And you want to talk about our president. You should have took your behind down there. Now, black folk, you get to see why you don't need to vote for a Kamala Harris.
That's right.
Because she ain't thinking about your black issues. She don't care about your black assets sitting up in jail because of Bill Clinton and his crime bill.
Right.
All she care about is her political agenda, and she want to just be seen. And she trying to score some brownie points because she low, and she knows she can't even get black folk to vote for her. Elizabeth Warren, who walking around here talking about she's a minority, she's a fake minority, have more people backing her than Kamala Harris, than the real minority.
Please.
Now that ought to tell you something. How phony Kamala Harris. You can't even get your own people to want to vote for you. So don't talk about our president.
That's right.
Talk about yourself, Miss Kamala Harris.
And for every one of you all that's running around here talking about hate, we don't like it. He's hateful. She's hateful. You got to go and look in the mirror. You remove hate from your heart first.
That's right.
Be the person you want the other person to be.
Right.
Because the hate really resides in you.
Yeah. She just mad that the president got an award. What's wrong with Kamala Harris? You just mad because you've been sitting up there in the Senate. You ain't done nothing. President Trump is a businessman. Yes. He ain't never been no senator or no congressman. He's a businessman. He done came in, changed the day, done more.
She have California going to hell in a hen basket.
And then you think you gonna take us to hell in a hen basket? No, we don't need you to be president.
No,
maybe you can go somewhere with Pocahontas. Y'all can go play powwow or go be with the Black Panthers or whatever you want to do. But you won't be president of these United States.
Take your butt on somewhere, girl.
Well, speaking of take your butt on, I'm going to tell you. So there was a story floating around about this mother telling her son that he was a girl and the father not having any say-so. And the courts at first, and we'll allege it just in case I don't have it quite right, rule in favor of the mother, because the mother want to have the boy, I guess, put on hormones so he can start transitioning into a girl. Now the baby, I think he's 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And when did we come up with this thing where children get to decide for themselves as to what they want to be?
Mm-hmm.
Because when we were coming up at that age, if I would have looked at my mama and told my mother I wanted to be something other than what I was, what the hell? The hell wrong with you?
Mm. She would have knocked
See,
me into
I
what
want
I
people to
am.
understand that Bible say, train up
Up
a
a
child
child.
in the way you want them to go.
That's
It
right.
didn't tell you to let the child decide.
Uh-huh.
And I think that babies are too young. When you make decisions, when you can make a decision when you grown and out of my house and can pay your bills.
own bills.
And I think you can start making decisions when you 21.
That's right.
But
That's
not
right.
at no 7 years old.
No.
Not at no 7 years old.
No.
And so I think Don Jr. tweeted out something. We retweeted from him. And I think that the Attorney General of Texas got involved. And so now the court stepped in to sort of give the father some decision-making rights too.
That's right.
And it just don't fall on one side.
Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all.
Yeah.
Leave the babies alone.
Yeah.
Leave our children alone.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to indoctrinate them with all of this stuff that they're too young to handle.
Right, because how do you know?
Yes.
You know, and even so when you're 7, sometimes you have boys at 7 playing with dolls, still playing with dolls, right? But they grow out of that. Just like you have girls, they may want to play with Tonka trucks and be little Tom girls, but they grow out of that.
Right.
You don't say, "Well, I see you playing with dolls."
So
Maybe
now I'm gonna change the sex.
Got the boy wearing a little what you call that? What were you? A pillowcase on his head, talking about that's his hair, so he can have long hair
That's
like a girl.
so
I mean,
sick.
it's just, listen, you all.
Look.
You all want to know the reason why President Trump is in office? Foolery like this.
That's right.
At some point, this has got to stop.
Yes, and I don't know who his mother is.
But it's foolishness.
Look.
Foolishness. And then you pump that baby up with hormones. And that baby start having blood clot issues.
Yeah.
Issues where if the baby decided that, okay, I'm going to stay a boy and grow up into a man, he probably won't even be able to have no babies because he can't make babies. These hormones, please don't think this stuff is good for these young people to be pumping in their bodies. When you grow and you take birth control and hormones to control, that stuff has severe side effects that can take you out of here.
That's right.
It really can.
And see, this boy is biologically a boy.
Well, if he's biologically a boy, then why don't you give him a hormone called testosterone to make sure that he stay a boy? I don't get that.
He don't need that.
But
what the mama need to do is leave the boy alone.
alone.
See, what I'm trying to say here is that I don't care how many hormones or different type of hormones or whatever you do to try to change and transition your child or yourself.
Right.
If God made your body as a male and you have biologically male tendencies and hormones, you can take something to suppress it, but your body gonna keep creating whatever it needs to because you are quote unquote a male. Same with female.
Okay, the mother wanted to do something called, thank you somebody, chemical castration.
Are you serious? What the hell's wrong with this mother?
Kara Dad said chemical castration is what the mother wanted to do with the little boy. And my thing is that is too young. To me, that's child abuse.
Yes.
Let that little boy be a little boy. And then when he get grown, 21, let him make a decision for himself. But as growing up, I mean, you all are ruining your children.
Look.
You are ruining these kids. They don't know. And then I heard a lot of these people that did sex changes. The news is keeping this hush.
They're keeping this hush.
Yeah. They want to switch back into their regular sex.
Right.
So my thing is, wait a minute. They do so much experimental and looking into stuff. How is it all of a sudden our country, people are being born and they're not comfortable in their body? So why don't we if you gonna give somebody estrogen to make them a girl or testosterone to make them a boy, then why not give them, if they are a girl, more estrogen so they want to feel good in their body, or more testosterone? Because don't you think it's a little it's look at it. Okay, you want to be a girl, I'm gonna give you some estrogen to make you feel like a girl. Well, if you gonna make him feel like a girl, you can also make him feel like the sex in his body, a boy, by giving him testosterone.
Right.
This is the biggest scam.
Yep.
This is some BS going on around here.
Biologically, his body gonna keep making what it needs to make.
Regardless,
a male, irregardless.
I don't care how much
estrogen. Not irregardless, because irregardless is not a word.
Okay.
Regardless.
And I don't care how much estrogen you pump them up with, or how much. And on the flip side, if you're a girl trying to be a guy, how much to testosterone.
That's right.
So if you
stop experimenting.
That's exactly what I think
they
it
did
is.
That stuff back in the day. The King Kong and them.
No, well look at the Tuskegee men, where they experimented with them when it came to syphilis. I think it was back in the day. I think that this is a big experiment. You can't tell me that all of these people are being born and now they don't want to be in their body. And how do children know at a young age? They don't know. I mean, unless what you're doing, sitting around schooling them, this is clearly child abuse. And I believe if you can make it, you can change a guy, a boy, into a girl, then you can give him what he needs for him to stay a boy. Because he's saying, I feel like a girl, so I'm going to give you that estrogen. Well, why not make him feel like a boy and give him testosterone? Well, this is crazy. Look. This is crazy. I don't care what y'all say. This is crazy, and it has even gone over into our sports. And the reason why I say that, there's a cyclist that keeps winning. Is it a cyclist
that keeps transgender cyclist
that keeps winning because he was a boy, he transgendered into a girl, and now he keep winning all of the women's tournaments, right?
Cyclist
tournaments.
Yes.
He keeps winning. Well, let me tell you something. Like you said, his body is still going to continue to produce testosterone.
Yep.
Because his
biologically, he's a male.
He's a male,
That's right.
I don't care how much estrogen you give him. And I can't believe that they are allowing this to take over women's sports. You know what? Pretty soon, women, we're going to be obsolete. And if y'all don't wake up and smell the coffee,
let me say this here, and I'm going to say it respectfully.
Please.
I am not equal to a man, and a man is not equal to me as a woman. So stop trying to make it be like that and confuse us all. It's not like that. We're not. Stop living in la la land like everybody is dreaming. That will never happen. And then they got this commercial out, this derogatory commercial out that I still have yet to see.
I want you to see it. You got to see it.
Just thinking about it.
I want you to see it before we discuss that commercial.
But let me say this here. Let me say this right here. I want society to stop it.
Please.
Stop it. You're either born male, or you're born female.
Right.
Okay? All of this extra stuff that y'all trying to mess up society with.
Indoctrinate our children with. Mess up our young people with.
A transgender should not be able to get into a woman's sport. A male transition into one. For the simple fact,
vice versa.
Yeah. Because
that girl can get hurt.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Biologically, you're still a male. I don't care what you transition or chopped off. You're still a male, and you have the male tendencies, the male biological clock. You still a male, and you now if they want to create something called transgender sports. And you let them be there.
I don't like it on either side. If a girl is transitioning into a boy, I would be very, very afraid for her to go into boy sports.
I don't care how many weights she lifts. I don't care how much she bristle up. You still a female. At the end of the day, and she can get hurt.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you another thing.
Yes.
By these boys transitioning into girls and going into certain sports, you can hurt the girl.
You can hurt the girl.
Because you're going to have more strength in that girl.
You can hurt the girls, and it's going to make our women obsolete. Where's the Me Too movement? I thought they were so
Where
pro
the
women.
feminists?
Where the feminists?
See, pretty soon they're going to make women obsolete in this
Right,
country, and that's
right,
what we see, which
right.
is so unfortunate and it's
It is
unfair.
unfair.
It's unfair. Listen, be who you want to be. We're not
Yes.
telling you you can't be who
Who
you
you
want to
want to
be,
be.
but you can't infringe on other people's
That's
rights.
right.
Pretty soon, the girls ain't gonna have no sports.
No,
The girls don't
no
have no bathroom.
privacy.
The girls don't have no feminine products because you making it all
All,
open for everybody
everybody,
as if we all equal. And you know darn
damn
well
well,
we not.
we're not.
We
And then
got
they
to
want
go.
to talk about the wealth gap. Well, how is there a wealth gap when you're doing away with all of the genders?
That's right. So listen, you all. I'm just listen.
Y'all
Uh
better get
huh.
this here together.
Uh
And
huh.
see, they have bullied people into silence for so long. To people are scared to talk about it. I looked at a lady there on Tucker Carlson the other night
Right.
talking about this same issue.
And I think she's from the left.
She's a Democrat,
Uh huh.
and she said there's so many Democrats and so many people from the left that
They
they're
don't like
silent. They
this.
don't like it, but they're silent about it because the media won't talk about it or won't allow them to talk about this. You all, people, everybody ain't going along with this foolishness.
Listen, I don't care who you be.
No,
The
you can be
deal
who you
is
want to
that
be.
you can't infringe, put yourself in places where
That's right.
this is not. You can't do this
You just
here.
can't do it. I don't care what you get chopped off or snipped. I don't care. You will never be equal to a woman. You will never be. I don't care how many pills you take. Whatever you take.
Well,
I don't care how much
wait till
surgery
you
you
see
have.
this commercial.
Oh
I was
God.
so appalled by the commercial that I saw. And somebody said they thought they were dreaming. They thought they were dreaming. But I want you to see the commercial first, and I want to see what your reaction
Okay, well,
is.
we'll talk about it when Silk see the
See the
commercial.
commercial,
Oh,
and then
God.
and
Help me,
listen,
Jesus.
yeah. And I'm not
Help
do
me,
what you
Lord.
want to do, but a lot of things that's happening, it's making it where women are obsolete.
But listen, there's a sanctity that women have, and I can only speak because I'm a woman,
Right.
and I'm not trying to say kick men out because men have their own domain and sanctity. But I
Right,
can only talk from a woman's point of view,
Right,
okay?
right.
And there is a sacred sanctity that women have
Right.
that's being infringed upon
Oh,
by
yeah.
these liberal ideology, and that mess got to stop.
It needs
It
to.
got to stop because
Women are going to be
you're
obsolete.
confusing people.
People, you and these young people that's coming up, they're going to be confused.
They're being confused.
They're going to be
and
confused.
then you wonder where all of this mental illness and different things is coming from. You tell a person right now, you tell this little baby boy right here, you a girl, you can be a girl, and you start pumping that baby up with all of this stuff, right? Then when that boy get up some size and realize he can't have no period, he don't have no breast like a girl.
Right,
Wait a minute, no
Randy. I love what Randy said. The human body is made by God, not a surgeon.
That's right.
Thank you,
Come
Randy.
on.
Thank you.
Not by man,
Thank
but
you.
by God.
Thank you. Thank you. So respect the human body.
That's right.
But you cannot tell me in this day and age that we can't solve this. And you telling me if I come out and I say, listen, I want to be a cat, you gonna give me something to have me acting like an animal?
Meow. Some whiskers and
stuff.
stuff.
Okay.
No.
And speaking of animals, listen, I was on a plane today.
Ooh,
Somebody got
listen.
on that plane with a big furry pet. Now I understand that some people need these support dogs or whatever. Can you find you something smaller? Because I am petrified. Yeah, I am
not
petrified.
Something looking like a bear.
Yeah, I am petrified of these animals. And not only that, but it makes me start sneezing and coughing because it may not be a hypoallergenic or whatever you call it dog. Listen, you all. I think the airports need to stop allowing these animals on the airplanes. Listen, and then
Yeah, because
the girl gives it a pillow. The pillows that they give us in first class.
Yeah.
The girl gives it to them. I said I'll never use the pillows and the blankets no more.
Because this is what's happening. You're now infringing on the person that's sitting beside you space.
Yeah.
Because the dog got to lay out. The person that's sitting beside you have no place to put their foot.
Right. Yeah. And I'm glad I wasn't sitting by the girl, but our traveling assistant was sitting by her. And what happened, I was looking down and I felt something furry and I jumped. And when I knew it was a dog, I said, oh, it's going to get me. It's going to get me. Now, thank God it didn't get me, and they got that dog up under the chair. But I don't want to see a dog laying on the pillows for first class. And I think Delta, American Airlines, and these other, with one more that we
United.
fly, and United, I think you all should not allow animals on the plane. I'm sorry.
Unless they in their little
Unless
cage.
they in their little kennels,
Yeah.
or if they got to have a pet, bring your pictures of your pets and
Uh-huh.
look at them until you get
Or
off the plane.
or purchase both seats so you can have that space to yourself.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because we pay for a first class ticket for
Right.
the comfortability for her to be comfortable.
Eagle said, "Let them ride down below with." With the rest of the animals. No, well, I don't think you can let them ride down below because it'll hurt them.
You can't do
listen,
that.
and listen, I'm afraid of animals. I don't hate animals.
Well,
I'm just petrified of them. And somebody gonna say, well, he won't bite. Well, if he have teeth, he will bite.
That's right. And when people have peanut allergies on the plane,
we can't have no
peanuts.
We can't even eat almonds.
That's right.
And I have allergies to these dogs. I want to sneeze and cough.
Right.
I am petrified of them. And I think that they should stop letting these big old animals come on the plane. Find you something else. If it can't be a little pooch and a little kennel,
yeah,
that you can slide up under your seat. I think they should stop it.
Or buy the whole row.
I think because then what does that? I bought my ticket to be in my seat. I have allergies to it, and you bringing all these pets like we on the zoo, like we get ready to. Oh gosh.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Those toilets in there. The little toilets. Listen, Silk have hips.
Well, okay, but we was on one plane.
Yes.
And that bathroom was so small.
It was so tiny.
I couldn't even get up in there.
I had to open the door, turn around, and then bag in and close the door to do my business. And then it's like you had to try to do some. Listen, when you're discriminating against women that got curvy hips. Because I have nowhere to do
it. They even discriminate against me. That's like this. Because I couldn't even get. I said I can't get up in this bathroom.
Yeah.
But yes, come on now. Make them a little bigger. Y'all got to do better.
So we can turn around.
We've been traveling a whole lot.
Yeah.
But y'all gonna have to just cool it with these animals.
Yeah.
Cool it, y'all.
Yeah.
Cool it with these animals because, okay.
All right.
And I understand people need support. I get it.
We got it.
Bring something small, but not something so big.
Or purchase the whole row.
And then
so you can be there with you and your pet. And then you won't infringe upon somebody else's space that also paid for a first class ticket.
Somebody said, I love it. Special airplanes for people with dogs.
Hello.
People. I love
airline.
It. That's
right. Yes. Okay, you all. Don't forget that Diamond and Silk, is going to be guest hosting on WBT Radio in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to be doing the afternoon drive from 3 to 6.
Yes.
If we can find a link, we'll get you a link, and we're going to do it on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
So thank you so much for reaching out to us. We're so excited about it. And you know what? We're going to go to Charlotte and do our thing.
Yes,
we are.
Yes.
Also, on October the 30th, Diamond and Silk we're guests, going to be special guests there at the Witch Hunt 2.0 party there in Mayhem, Pennsylvania. So be sure to you can go to Donald J. Trump's website, or you can go to chitchattour.com. We put a special link there for you to get your tickets. The tickets are free. We would love to see your face in the place.
Yes, we sure would. I'm so excited about this week. This is going to be a fun week. We travel every week. Every week is fun, but I'm so giddy about this week because it's so fun. I like doing fun stuff.
Yes.
So, and I have to go rest my voice.
Yes.
Because that dog, I just immediately became hoarse and started choking. Like, okay, so I have to calm it down to rest my voice so that when I'm on radio, I can do my thing.
We can do our thing.
All right, so
and
listen.
Don't forget the prayer.
Every day at 11:21 a.m. we pray. We pray for our country, our president. We pray for your family. We hope you're praying for our family. We believe that prayer changes things.
Amen.
You know, I was telling the people in Tulsa, Oklahoma, ain't going to be nothing the left can do when it comes to President Donald J. Trump.
That's
because
right.
his steps have already been ordered.
That's right.
It was already, he marinated in his mother's womb.
That's
his mother's womb.
Yes.
Baby, his steps was already ordered.
That's right.
So that's why he can stand up to the status quo
that's right.
and go toe to toe.
And the only person that's able to beat our president Donald J. Trump
hadn't even been born yet. Hope you got that. Listen, we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
So in the meantime, in between time, we will see you next time right here on Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Live. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.